Hey, good morning. It's Mary. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you tuned in. So today I'm going to do a video and I'm going to use some matte colors and try to go with the colors in my top and see how that goes. So to begin with, I use this Tarte primer. It is a little thicker primer and it comes like this, and the reason I use this, I'm trying to see if it'll cover up the fine lines and wrinkles right up here on the top between my eyebrow and my eye. I put that on earlier, and I just put this Just Peachy primer on also, and that one went on really nice. So yesterday I put the Physicians Formula on with a brush. Today I'm going to put it on with a sponge and see if it makes a difference to the coverage and how it looks with the sponge versus how it looks with the brush. Oh, I can see already. When I put it on with the sponge, it is a little thicker. The brush is a little thicker. With the sponge, it appears that it dissipates a little bit into the sponge. So let's try again, see if it looks okay. See how the sponge is absorbing some of the foundation? Okay. So that tells me that if I want the maximum output on this particular foundation, I better use the brush. But since I started using the sponge, let's go ahead and finish, because with the brush I only had to add one coat, but with the sponge it's a little bit different and you need to add a little more coating to it. It just appears like that. Okay, now I got a finish on that, right? So you can see the difference. It's really nice. It evens out the skin tone really nicely. So this time I'm going to be very generous with the amount I put on my face here, because I do know that the sponge has absorbed a little bit of it. So let's be, a step ahead here. Okay, I'm coming, baby. Okay, and then you want to get up around your hairline and try to avoid my brows if I can, because I really don't want my brows to be getting the makeup on, because I'm just going to have to remove it from the brow area. Here we go. Very good. Alright, let's just put this on like that and come up. Alright. As you can see, I do need to keep applying the foundation to get kind of a good coverage, which is what I'm looking for. A pretty good coverage that it looks all even and kind of has a nice glow to it. Let me see. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to try to use some setting powder. You know, I classically don't use a powder because the powder can go into fine lines and wrinkles and accentuate them more. So one more little bit of makeup, and then I'm gonna go in with a powder and see if we can kind of set it and have it look pretty nice with the setting powder. Okay, and see how the setting powder does to promote a little more of a stronger finish to this look. Now, as I said, when I use the brush, the makeup comes on much thicker. but using the sponge, I think my sponge has absorbed a fair amount of that. So I'm not getting as much coverage with a smaller amount of makeup. So I'm gonna go into my Minerals palette that I got at TJ Maxx. I'm gonna go in with kind of a light fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go right under the eyes here with the powder and see if it kind of helps set it a little bit. I want it to just kind of set it without removing the foundation that I have put on. And then this one also goes a little darker and gives a little blush. So why don't we just start mixing it in the middle a little bit and just getting a little blush added to it. I think that would be just fine. Let's see what kind of a look we get when doing that. Remember now, we're doing makeup for women in their 60s and 70s, so please don't feel bad if you feel like you're too young to watch this, because I think at any age you can watch someone apply makeup and try the same tricks. Alright, so we got that, and we got that's kind of pretty as a finish. What do you think? I tried to go all over with the powder finish so that it would look nice. Alright, we can always go back and add more blush. Now let's go into the eye area. But first, of course, we need to do my brows. So, for my brows, I'm going to go in with a brow pencil first. And let's see. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to come in closer for you. And we're just going to start doing the brows just like this and come up. Maybe we'll just use the pencil for today and see how that goes. And then here's my point where my brow goes up, and then I'm just going to come right back down. And I'm actually making this brow a little bit more, how do you say, a little bit more designed than it naturally has. So I'm going to go way up to the top here and bring it down and make a beautiful curve. See that? You can do that at home too. So go from your nose here and find the high point of your brow. Okay, from the high point of your brow, go a little higher and then bring it down, and you'll get a nice look. See how easy this is? Just go like this. Follow the outline of your brow. And sometimes you'll have a little goof, but that's okay. Just come up here and bring your brow back down. See, from here, down. Okay, and here's your high point right here. So just fill it in along the top. And I learned to do this because when I first started doing my makeup, the YouTubers told me not to do too high a makeup on the lower part of your brow because it pulls you down. And I think it really does. So I just do the line here. Once I get my line done, I outlined it, and I'm going to go back up and just like that. And I think that'll do us today for the brow look, because what I want to do next is my eyes, and I'm anxious to see how the whole look will look with the finish that I've put on. And if I want, I can go in with this lighter color, which is kind of a pretty color. It's like a highlighting color, and just go in. I like to kind of line the lower part of my brow with the highlighting color. Adds another dimension to it, and it looks pretty when you take a little extra time to, you know, clean it up and make it look really nice. Just take an extra minute or two. Comes out really nice. Alright, so now I always like to have my eyes done with the lightest part in the inner corner. And I'm always looking for the brush that I can use for that. Just a small little brush because I'm gonna go in the inner corner and I'm gonna open up that eye. With this white, I always use this white from Ofra. It has a little fallout, as you can see. Just gonna open up the eye right there. See how nice that does that? Really nice. Just open it up, just like that. Okay, let's do the other eye. And just open it up, just like that. All right, now we got that done. And let's see, I'm gonna just try a little more. Okay, and just put a little more right there and right there on the inner corner. I know it looks like a little bit right now, but you might think it's a little too much when you look at it on yourself, but it'll be all right. It's gonna tone down in a little bit. Okay, so I want to go in and use a matte color from the Morphie, and it's a darker coral. I want to go in with this darker coral color. And then that would be the middle, and then on the end I want to use the even darker coral color from my Mattes palette. Let's see how it works. I haven't done a coral color, so it'd be interesting to see how does that come out exactly. Let's see. Oh, the coral's pretty. Yeah, the coral is really pretty. We just kind of got to blend that a little bit from the inner corner out. And as you can see, when you pick it up on the brush, it really does have some good payout. Now, I'm going to just take the coral and I'm going to go like this and kind of get my crease done. And I'm not going to go up that high today. I'm going to stay a little bit lower. I'm just doing this on purpose to keep it up just a little bit lower and increase the coral color on my eye. All right, very nice, right? Okay, start in the middle and just work your brush like this, and then make it your crease color and bring it up, but not too much. I don't want to put too much on because I got a vibrant color, so it doesn't require I put on a lot of makeup with it. It just works really nice. Just work with your brush and help yourself. Bring it down and open it up, just like that. Okay, and I'll just go up a tiny bit higher. All right, and then try to blend that a little bit like that and like that. Okay, about the same on both sides. It's really a nice color. So, just want to dab a little bit of the white right there. Okay, all right. Now, we're gonna go in to the darker color in the palette here in my Mattes palette. And this is going to be for the corner, the back corner of the eye where I like to do the V. So let's see how this fire engine orange red comes out. Let's see how it comes out when we put on the eye. Very bright and pretty. Oh yeah. That is the complementary color to this. It really is. And I think this color is just so pretty. Let's work it up a little bit like that and have it come up just a little bit. And also, you could use just a dab to make the crease pop a little bit better. And you might just slow down and do it at a nice pace so you get it just where you want it. Okay, the outer V. Okay, and the outer V on the left eye. Okay, and bring it back up. All right. up and give you some color, just like that. Okay, and then let's get a little bit more on the lid. Okay, all right. Now, I think that looks kind of pretty. If we put a little bit of the pink right there. If I put a little pink right there, it kind of tones it down and helps it blend a little bit better. It's blending a little bit better. Okay, now let's go ahead and use this dark color on the lower lash and see how that works. I think it's going to look kind of pretty on the lower lash. Okay, and a little bit more on the lower lash. Really nice. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off the camera and I'm going to put my lashes on, and we'll come back and we'll finish up this look. And then see, if you have a small brush like this, you can go in and do the detailed areas that you weren't getting with your blending brush, and you can do the more detailed design, like to bring your eye look up a little bit higher like this, and kind of fill in the blanks of any spot you want to fill in. Good. And one more thing I think we'll do is just do something bright to open up the inner eye. And I searched through my palettes and I did find something that we can open up the inner eye with. So I'll show you that just as soon as I come back, and we're gonna do the lashes and finish this up. I think it's gonna be a very jolly good look with this top. Okay, so hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my lashes on. Really like this color. I haven't used this color and I thought it came out really nice. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my bronzing. The bronzing puts the color back in your face. So here's a little bit there and a little more here. And you see how this color bronzer goes good with the color I have on? The coral color. And just put a little bit on my forehead here and bring it on down. And then this one, just bring it on down. And there we go, that looks nice. And also, since I have my kit open, let's go in with this coral and brighten up my blush a little bit. Okay, oh nice. The blush a little bit, give it a little bit more skin color. Really nice. I like to apply my blush last so that it kind of stays on throughout the whole day. And I think that is so pretty. Come out really nice, right? That puts the color back in your face again. There we go. All right. Now, in order to finish up, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my lipstick on. Okay, puppy, I'm coming. Oh, okay, not my book. I have a lipstick picked out for this, right here. And it is a coralish color. So I'm gonna go in with that. Okay, Bubby. Mama's coming. Okay. So, I think that about does it. What I'm going to do, one more thing, is add some highlight right here. Peachy coral highlight right here. And just lighten it up a bit. And then what I'm going to do for the part that looks a little bit more coral than I'm used to is I'm going to buffer that out with a more of a natural color. So let's go in with maybe a little more of a natural color and buff this out just a little bit so that it doesn't look too starkly not cohesive. So I'm just going in with my mattes and getting this little buffer color right here buffering that out just a little bit so it doesn't, that's better. All right, now what I went in with first was this beautiful Coarse palette, and I just want to go in with it again in one time and do the powder right here, the natural color powder. I'm just going to grab some of that on my brush, and I'm just going to go right like this under the eye, and right like that under the eye, and help to keep it blended. And hopefully my makeup during the day, it will stay on nice, and even going out in the heat, I hope that it won't, you know, kind of with being out in the heat, I hope that the powdering helps it stay. What you think? All right, so I think that does this video. I did it rather quickly. I'm pretty happy with the results. I mean, look at that, 15 minutes and out the door. The longest time takes me is to put my lashes on sometimes. Sometimes that one is difficult because you have a drying time of the glue, and you know, it takes a little bit. And I always like to go back in case I've rubbed some of my brow off. There we go. That does it. Okay, I hope you like this look. Gotta try it at home, okay? Don't let me down. You try it at home if you can. You don't have to go this dark with the coral either. You can go lighter. Use more neutral colors, okay? If you don't like the brightness. But anyway, I'm so glad you tuned in. And I think when I put this Tarte primer on, you see, I don't see fine lines and wrinkles on my eyes as much. I think it helped tone down the little cavern areas where you could get a fine line and wrinkle. I think it did really good. I'm really happy with this primer. If you're older and you need more generous primer, you know, you might have a few fine lines. You know, it happens with age. And so anyway, this is made by Tarte, and I've had this one for about a year now. It stays good in the container, and I also, what I like to do is I like to leave my products in the box because I live in a hot, dry climate, and I think it just protects the moisture inside them when I leave them in the box. Sometimes I'll take them out of the box like I did with this, but usually when I'm done, I'll just put it back in the box and keep it. And so this one is my primer that I used today. Tarte makes excellent products, especially if you're older, and it says high performance, so it really does work well. High performance, and it really does help with the fine lines and wrinkles. So anyway, that's my makeup for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll try this at home, and don't forget to come back for my next video. Okay, see you next